Swadikap, Most Venerable Professor Dr. Fra Brahma Pandit, President of the International Council for Day of Vesak, Most Venerable Fra Brahmavachra, Rector of MCU, Honorable, I think he has left, so most distinguished religious and spiritual leaders, venerable monks, excellencies, esteemed delegates, and friends. I thank the International Council for the Day of Vesak for inviting me for this important event. It is my pleasure and privilege to be here today before this August gathering. We have all congregated here today to celebrate Vesak, the triple blessed day of Lord Buddha's birth, enlightenment, and Mahaparinirvana. I bring the greetings and best wishes from the land of Lord Buddha to you all on this auspicious occasion. In October 1999, the UN General Assembly voted to recognize internationally the day of Vesak to acknowledge the contribution that Buddhism has made for over 2,500 years and continues to make to the spirituality of humanity and its well-being. Since then, the International Council for Day of Vesak, in association with Mahachulalongkorn Rajya Vidyalaya University, the Mahamukut Buddhist University, and the Thai Ministry of Culture, has been graciously hosting the UN Day of Vesak in Thailand. This year, we are gathered here to celebrate the 19th edition of that commemoration. It is also a blessed occasion as we are celebrating the 6th cycle of the 72nd birth year of His Majesty the King. On behalf of the people and the Government of India, I extend our respectful best wishes for His Majesty's good health, long life, and all happiness. Most venerable monks and friends, in 2017, Prime Minister of India attended the Vesak Day event in Sri Lanka as chief guest. In 2019, the Vice President of India attended the UNDV in Vietnam. This year, too, we were honored with the invitation to our Vice President to attend the event as chief guest. However, due to the ongoing parliamentary elections in India, he could not be here today with us. In India, the day of Vesak is celebrated as a national event. Magh Purnima, also known as Magh Bucha, and Ashar Purnima, also known as Asan Bucha, are also organized by the Government of India and the International Buddhist Confederation. I am glad that a delegation of the IBC and a large number of other delegates from India are participating in this year's UNDV here in Thailand. As part of the celebrations of His Majesty's 72nd birth year, the recently concluded Dhamma Yatra brought the holy relics of Lord Buddha and his two principal disciples, Arhat Sariputta and Arhat Mahamoggallana from India, to 4 venues in Thailand. More than 4 million devotees from Thailand and the region had the opportunity to pay their homage to the holy relics. This was a landmark exposition which has contributed to furthering our common objective of highlighting Lord Buddha's noble and eternal message of peace, harmony, love, compassion, and universal brotherhood. The theme for this year's UNDV is Buddhist way of building trust and solidarity. In today's time, when human society is rocked by war and geopolitical tensions on one side, and poverty, inequality, hunger, and disease on the other, the chosen topic is most appropriate and timely. The UN Day of Vesak provides us all an opportunity to recall the global challenges and also find comfort in the fact that a reassuring light still shines through these ominous dark clouds before human society. This timeless and eternal light was shown to us by Lord Buddha over 2,500 years ago. His message of Dhamma, the wonderful humanizing power of the great master, as Swami Vivekananda, a great Indian saint, called it in his address to the World Parliament of Religions in Chicago in 1893, is more relevant today than ever before. The Buddhist approach of Dhamma and the emphasis on pragya, wisdom, karuna, compassion, and maitri, camaraderie, as well as the reduction of Trishna, greed, offers a set of building blocks for the architecture of a new world order where violence and conflict are minimized and development takes place without degrading the natural resources. In this context, it is worth recalling the anguish of Emperor Ashoka the Great of India, who embraced Buddhism in 3rd century BC after winning the Kalinga War. He won a tough battle, but when he saw the trail of destruction and extreme human misery the war had left behind, he decided that he shall never again engage in war. Buddhism gave him the answer and pointed the way forward for him. Ashoka understood that central to Buddhist philosophy is the ultimate common good of bringing about happiness of all people. Violence had no place in it. It was the vision of harmonious, inclusive, sustainable development. This is what we are striving for even today. Buddhism's greatest contribution is its balanced approach. Avoiding extreme positions and appreciating the truth lies always somewhere in the middle. Lord Buddha's message prompts us to find what he had called the Madhyam Marg, or the middle path. His Noble Eightfold Path still shows us the perfect solutions to our contemporary problems. If we adopt this approach, it is possible to avoid conflict, reconcile different viewpoints, and achieve consensus. It can also steer individuals away from extremism and fanaticism to a more balanced view of life, essential for peaceful coexistence. I'm sure that this august gathering of most venerable Dhamma masters and scholars gathered here from 72 countries, in their deliberations since yesterday, will come up with a contemporary path of Dhamma for the world to follow in its quest for peaceful coexistence, harmony, inclusive progress and prosperity, as well as attainment of sustainable development goals for all. In India, we are trying to do our bit under the leadership of our Prime Minister. Infrastructural development across the country, especially in Buddhist sites, have been prioritized. Connectivity and other facilities are being uplifted. India is home to the 7 sacred sites of Buddhist pilgrimage. Lord Buddha's birthplace, Lumbini in Nepal, is just across the border. New academic institutions and the old ones are being strengthened for promotion of Buddhist philosophy, studies, research, etc. On this very auspicious occasion, I humbly invite all of you to visit the sacred Buddhist sites in India. The UN Day of Vesak is an occasion for us to celebrate our unbroken shared heritage of Buddhism, a heritage that connects our societies across generations, geographies, and through centuries. We are civilizationally linked through Lord Buddha's universal message of peace, compassion, harmony, and welfare for all. At a deeper level, our shared cultural space, religion, and philosophy had been influenced and shaped by the Buddha's message. The global leadership today more than ever needs to work together to promote dialogue, harmony, and justice based on compassion and wisdom. We need to create a more positive environment of peace by agreeing to work together to uphold the ideals of Lord Buddha and promote values of peace, accommodation, inclusiveness, and compassion in the policies and conduct of the global community. On this blessed day of Vesak, we must remind ourselves of the great treasure house that Lord Buddha has bequeathed to humanity. The path of Dhamma he showed us is a path that can lead us to discover a world of lasting peace, a world where all human beings can live a life of dignity and fulfill their potential, a world where economic growth and environmental protection go together. For this, mere words will not do. As Lord Buddha says in Dhammapada, and I quote, "Words not acted upon are like beautiful flowers without any fragrance or trees without any fruits. Only when words are followed by actions do they acquire the fragrance or the trees bear fruits," unquote. So let us all resolve to be the true followers of the Lord. As his loyal and obedient soldiers, let us all embark on the path of Dhamma so that we can make the world a better place, not just for ourselves, but for our future generations. Thank you very much.